Hello everybody and welcome to day 16 of our egg incubator check. I have 8 eggs out, so let's see what's going on inside. All right, let's get our light on. This was our well summer, and I think this is the one that doesn't have anything going on in it. Yeah, this is just an unfertilized egg. Yep. That's okay. I can never remember which well summer egg is or isn't fertilized. All right. All right, so this is day 16. And going on in the eggs today and tomorrow is the embryo, or the baby chick, is starting to move itself into a position for hatching by tucking its head under its right wing and positioning its head, or its beak actually, towards the air sac, or the air cell down here, in preparation for hatching, because it will break through that air sac first and get its first breath of air, and then it'll crack through the egg. But since they're starting to move themselves into position, I'll do the candling today and tomorrow. And then for the last 3 days, days 18 through 21, we don't want to move them. Even the incubator will not rotate the eggs. It automatically is set up so that the last 3 days it does not move. So on day 18, what I'll do is take the machine out in here, or the little, let me zoom out for you. I'll take out this top base, which is what the it actually is the piece that rotates the eggs. So I'll take the piece out that rotates the eggs. That way the babies don't get stuck in it when they do hatch. So we don't want any injuries, and we don't want it to get in their way while they're trying to hatch either. So we'll take that out on day 18, and then we'll put the eggs on lockdown, meaning that we won't be disturbing them, because we want to make sure that they rotate into position properly. Yep, it's moving in there. So this should be where its head is at now, this little area right here, as it positions itself towards the air sac. And as you can see, it's starting to take up the space of the egg, so it's getting more and more difficult to see in there as they become cramped. Right, so there's that one. It's got an air sac in there. But it almost looks like it quit developing. And that happens sometimes. But we'll keep an eye on it. You never know. This one pretty good too. Yep, you can see it moving in there. And then beginning on day 18 is when the embryo or the baby chick starts actually absorbing the egg yolk into its stomach. And by doing this, it makes it possible for the baby chick to survive up to about 48 hours is what I read, without food or water. And this is because they will live off of the egg yolk. It's kind of neat. I love watching them move in there. Looks like we caught them at a pretty good time. I've been making sure to keep the slot full of water for the humidifier, and the temperature's been remaining stable. I really do like this machine. It's been great. Definitely moving in there. Slight little movements. So this is definitely the body right here. I'm almost wondering if that's the beak right there, because it's right up by that air sac, which again, they will get their first breath of air from that air sac or air cell before hatching through the egg. So they're positioning their beaks over the next few days. They're positioning their heads and their beaks toward that air sac. So this one is in really good shape over here, getting in place quickly. Oh yeah, this one too. Getting itself ready. Alright, 2 left, check. See the veins going through there. Must be where the body's at right there. Looks like it's kind of curling. So this one's working on getting into position as well. So that's good. Our last one for the day, folks. Wonder if this one is still developing or if it stopped developing, because it's not very big like the others. I mean, we can see 2 lumps right there. And it is also possible for some eggs to take a few days longer to develop, so that could be the case as well. I mean, because as we've seen over the past few days, they grow rather quickly in a short amount of time, so it is very possible that maybe this one's just a little bit slower at developing. Might take a couple more days, or maybe it just quit developing altogether. I'm not sure, but we will find out when it starts to hatch. But I don't know, folks. I'm not really seeing any veins in there. I mean, I guess there's a few, but they're not as strong and not as prominent as the others in our other eggs. And this is just kind of floating around all willy-nilly, so I don't know. This one might have stopped developing. But again, it could just be a few days behind the others, so we'll see. I'm sure majority of the eggs will hatch around day 21, but we can wait an additional 3 or 4 days for some others to hatch. So I'll just kind of keep an eye on them. Whatever ones don't hatch, I'll leave in here for a few more days, and after 3 or 4 days, I'll candle them, and if there's nothing going on, then I'll just toss them. Alrighty, folks, thanks for checking in with me. We will candle them tomorrow for day 17, and then again on day 18, and that will be the last day that we candle. And I'll also take the base out that rotates the eggs, because we all need them to be left alone, and they'll be on lockdown for the last 3 days. That way we're not disturbing the chicks in their eggs. That way they can get into the proper position for hatching. Have a good day, everybody.